Okay, welcome everybody. Fun little lab to start off Unit 11. So you should have a copy of your lab, or it should be open up on your iPad. This left column right here, this is where you're going to make your prediction. It's very important that you're making your prediction before you actually see it happen, otherwise that would defeat the purpose of it. And then we'll actually perform the little experiment at each station, and then in the right column you're going to try to explain what happened through words, through use diagrams, draw arrows, things like that. Try to explain what happened and then reflect on whether or not your prediction was correct or not. So station number 1, if you're looking at your procedure, it says we got a plastic bottle with a small hole in the side. So here we go, old school bottle, here's the hole. And so I'm going to fill this up with water the whole way to the top. And then I'm going to put, while I'm filling it up, I'll have my finger at the hole so no water can come out. I'm going to put the cap back on. And with my bottle full of water, with the cap tightly on, when I let go of the hole with my finger, what do you think is going to happen? So right now, pause the video and make your prediction. When you're done with your prediction, unpause, come back, and we'll check it out. All right, so I'm going to put my lid on. And here we go. Station number 1, finger off. Look at that, magic. Nothing happens. I know most of you have seen this before with the lid off, so let's check this out. I take the lid off, I'll put it over here by the sink. I let the lid off, and then look, water comes flying out. But with the cap on, boom, nothing. So try to explain that. That's station 1. When you're done with that, come back. I'm going to keep the video going so that way I don't have a bunch of different videos. So I get station 2 set up right now. All right, here we go, station 2. Station number 2. Station 2, we're going to take this beaker. Look at this beaker right here. Look at inside there. We got a gummy bear. Hey, Mr. Gummy, he's hot glued to the bottom. I'm gonna fill up a big beaker with some water. Most of the way, not too much. And so here's what's going to happen. I'm going to take this beaker, I'm going to flip it upside down. I'm going to submerge it in this big beaker. What do you think is going to happen? Do you think water will go in? Will the gummy bear get wet? Will water go in partially? Or will water not come in at all? So this is station 2. Right now, make your prediction, pause the video, and come back when you're done. All right, hopefully you're on pause now. Here we go. Let's try it out. Look at that, water's not going in. I'm going to dump a little bit more water out. I'm going to flood the table. Let's try this one more time. So if I tilt it to the side, you can see the water come in a little bit, but no, the gummy bear stays dry. Water can come in just a tiny little bit, but not much. Mr. Gummy is dry. Alright, so that was station 2. Try to pause it right now and explain why you think what happened happened. How did the gummy bear stay dry? Station 3. If you're not ready for station 3, pause it. Station 3 says fill a large test tube to the rim with water. Here we go, we got a big mega test tube. We're going to fill this to the very tip top with water. And then it says cover the test tube's rim with a piece of plastic. I got a piece of overhead transparency. Maybe you remember that middle school teacher, elementary school teacher that used the overhead transparency and wrote on it. All right, and it's basically like a sheet of wax paper. We're going to get a tight seal. I'm going to very carefully flip it over. And with this full of water, when I let go, what do you think will happen? Will water come out, or will water stay in the test tube? So make your prediction. So look, I'm gonna add a little bit more water, and then I'm gonna do it over the sink. Here we go, station 3. Your predictions should be made. 1, 2, 3. Oh my goodness, it's magic. Water stayed in. Look at that. How did that happen? How did the water stay in? Moving on to station 4. Station 4, this is what we got going on here. We got a flask. It's really hot. Water, I'm gonna heat it up till it starts bubbling and boiling. It's on a hot plate. Crank up the heat now, I had it turned down. I didn't want to have to make you wait for the whole time. I'll duck down here so I can get on the camera. All right. So here we are at the hot plate, waiting for it to boil. What is going to happen here? When the water is boiling, I'm going to very carefully take the Erlenmeyer flask, put it on the lab table, and then I am going to put a balloon over the top of it. I'm going to put a balloon on top. What do you think will happen to the balloon? So a balloon on top of the flask. The flask has really hot water in it. Steam's coming off of it. Do you think the balloon will inflate, or do you think it will stay like it is, or do you think it'll deflate and get even smaller? All right, so pause that, make a prediction. Starting to boil. All right, I'm going to take it off very gently. Hot glass is fragile. I'm going to try to center this up a little bit. You can see what I did. So hot water, steam inside of here. What's going to happen to the balloon? All right, so we'll just watch this for about 2 minutes and see what happens. Right. Oh, it's magic. I call this one a confused balloon. How in the world did that happen? So think about, right now it's not on the hot plate anymore. So think about what's going on inside. Is it heating or is it cooling? That's my little tip. That's my little hint. All right, so finish up your thoughts, try to explain why that happened. I'm getting station 5 set up for us right now. And here's something funny you can watch while I'm getting station 5 set up. Watch this. I will heat it up again. Now this isn't what I'm asking you to write. I'm asking you to write, why did the balloon get sucked in or why did it get pushed in? Watch this. Now we're going to heat it and let's see what happens. All right, pretty cool, right? Just crank the hot plate, maximum heat. Whoa, look at that. That's crazy. So I'm guessing most of you thought this was going to happen, right? You thought the balloon would inflate. Now we're heating it. But before we weren't heating it, we were cooling down the gas. All right, so that probably threw you for a little bit of a loop here. Uh-oh. All right, I got to take this off. We got a hot balloon rocket. Here's station 5. All right, so station 5, what we're doing here, we got a soda can. I put some water, about 10 milliliters, 5 milliliters of water inside the soda can. And right now we're heating it up with the Bunsen burner. So we want to fill up this can with very hot steam, very hot water vapor. And so once it starts to steam, it's as hot as it's gonna get. What I'm gonna do, I am going to grab it with my trusty beaker tongs. I'm gonna grab it and I'm gonna flip it over. Over here I got some water, a water bath. And so I'm gonna take my can, flip it over, submerge it in the water. And what do you think? This is your prediction right now. What do you think is gonna happen when the hot soda can full of steam hits the icy water? Now there's no ice in there, but it's a cold water. What do you think will happen? Will the can get bigger? Will it explode? Will it stay the same size? Will it get smaller? What is the can gonna do? Make your prediction and unpause when you're done. I'm gonna reposition. There we go. I'm gonna reposition the camera. Look at this angle. This is professional level videography right here. All right. I see a little bit of steam coming out. I'm not sure if you can see that. We got the window right behind there. Let me get the manual zoom. But hopefully you can see a little, there's some steam. You can see some steam coming out. So it's ready. It's not gonna get any hotter once it starts steaming. So I'm gonna grab it. I gotta be quick about it. I'm gonna grab it with my tongs facing up so I can just slam it down into the water. Here we go. Whoa, check that out. That is a fun way to crush cans. Much funner than just like stepping on it with your boot or shoe. All right, so try to explain why my Diet Dr. Pepper can got crushed. Now, Diet Dr. Pepper is terrible. If you're gonna drink Dr. Pepper, you have to get the real stuff with sugar in it. All right, so that's it for the lab. Explain what's going on and submit that. And I hope you have a wonderful day, everybody. See ya.